Welcome back to XCOM 2, Too Long War of the Chosen 2 Ted Gem. Welcome back to our brand new campaign here. I initially thought we'll have some guides in between the episodes, but after the overwhelming response to the first episode, I thought I can't keep you waiting for episode 2 for another day, so here I am recording some stuff. Now, we did bring 5 people here, and of course we get 6 crates, so yeah, we're kind of missing out on a crate reward, but I kind of really wanted to match our 2 missions up, so that they're roughly finishing at the same time. Of course, my scout, my stealth guy, is nicely blocked in by everybody else. So we're taking the first move here, not triggering anything, cool, and then we can... Well, can we just be greedy and not use your concealment and just get everybody up here?
Go. Copy that.
Next turn we can trigger...
Follow me.
Trigger Shadow, go scouting with our Reaper and have everybody on a nice high ground position where we can maybe set up an Overwatch trap or something like that.
Seems doable.
Okay.
All right.
Nothing to be seen. We did hear a door a second ago.
These guys make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well-equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
We've been this throughout here. We're gonna fight everything at once. I prefer not to. Alright, we also have tracking information here. So there's no surprises anywhere on this side.
Got it. Charge!
So far, we're just gonna dash forward.
Will do.
And they're kind of moving away from me.
Okay.
Nobody else around. Now we could do an IP grenade. Setting up some overwatches for them to walk into next turn is gonna be a little bit tricky. Especially as they're walking away. We could throw the AP grenade, hopefully kill the 2 4 HP guys, and maybe then the assault trooper can be taken care of by the rest of the squad. Little bit exposed down there if we do this, but I think it's our best option.
Do you feel lucky, punk? Well, do you? Sorry, guys. Lady Luck is a bitch.
AP grenades are very good against unarmored enemies, terrible against anybody with even a single point of armor. And he's running further back. Now it's an assault trooper. He will probably try to close in.
On your order.
I think that's actually too much we can do.
Move.
Don't want him to entice him to throw a grenade. He might just run away, you know, last survivor of his group, injured, runs to join another group. Not holding my breath. Yeah, we're not doing this. I'm not a 4.5 scatter rocket. That looked fantastic. Wow. Max damage Overwatch shot.
Understood.
Get everybody a little bit closer.
Heading out. We need to stick together.
Parts of that fountain are not cover. Just keep you
I can handle that.
a little bit back. That didn't really... I would really wanted to reach that tile, but that will be fine.
Overwatch. Always. Overwatch. Come get some. Not even close.
He's hitting his Overwatches. Not for 6 damage this time, but at least we hit the enemy so they're not gonna shoot any yellow alert shots. Okay, alright, here's what I'm gonna do. We need somebody to provide us with line of sight inside there.
Whatever you say.
It's on 4 health. And I thought we could just go there and take down. But we might be able to actually get all 3 of them in a flamethrower here.
On the move. Fired up.
Wonderful. One big change between a base Longbow of the Chosen and the gems is that the Gauntlet Flamethrower has a 100% chance to set enemies on fire. So if you can get a Gauntlet attack off, you're gonna smell some burning.
No problem, boss. Okay.
It's a really nice control tool. And a really nice kill tool. Okay, are we... Let's still got 7 turns. We got Shadow back. So I think we're gonna pop Shadow and run into this facility.
Look.
I think Jason had my second grenade. Yeah. Let me get that onto those guys. And actually, I don't see the third guy. There's a non-0% chance that we might just trigger them. Hang on, let's see if Mason can throw a grenade from up here down to them. Ah, apparently you can't throw this far. Shame. I don't actually see them, I only see them because of tracking. Is it drive-by activation where I run past here to trigger them? Hopefully they don't run away from me this time around. And then either Fable moves up flamethrowers, or we are in position to AP grenade. I'm actually kind of thinking that maybe we do the activation this way here.
I can handle that.
Yeah, let's activate.
Roger that.
So Pixel, I hit both of them.
Catch. Nice.
Here's the question. Fable. Can you reach? You cannot reach that officer.
All right.
That's where the Frost Trooper is, okay. Try for a little rocket, although that doesn't feel super. I mean, we might destroy a crate, but we have 6 crates anyway with only 5 people, so whatever. Don't think our Pathfinder can get any shots in here on either of them. If we hit that rocket, maybe kill the officer, destroy the stairs, that could enable us to kill everything this turn.
With pleasure.
On the bright side, we didn't lose any loot. He can't come up here to do something nasty. He can only come around this way. Okay, just gonna watch here. Oh, he could go this way. Got him. Ah. Grab the crates, grab the loot, get out of here. Let's actually make sure we grab the loot first.
On it. What am I doing with this?
I think destroying that stairway kind of really limited our ways to get up on the roof here.
Move it out, soldiers.
Reach that, you know what, let's take this one instead, or this one.
No need to ask twice. Oh, shit.
Yeah, maybe I should have brought 6 people to the mission, but then our mission timers would have been really kind of out of sync. And I really wanted both missions to finish roughly at the same time. Okay, our one crate is down here. That's... Now we can then escape via the roof, I guess. Can we open it from here? You know.
Good to go. Got it.
Either this one or the rooftop one. Can't really get to the roof. Guess we go this way. Evac is over here.
Are we moving out or making love? Come on. Running.
No big deal. Getting everybody out. Plenty of time left. We just sent somebody back down from the Sky Ranger to pick up that last crate. Oh, they're too lazy for that.
Where do you want it? Stepping off. Going. Pocking it in.
Avenger, this is Firebrand. Package is secure.
But also then brings us immediately then back to the ship where we have to make some decisions on promotions, because we're gonna get a bunch of promotions here.
Killing is easy. Giving a shit is hard.
No problem, boss.
Out with 2 turns to spare.
All XCOM operatives are secure. Firebrand is returning to base.
Status confirmed. Mission accomplished.
Got a little bit lucky on that Overwatch, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, hitting an Overwatch and then also rolling 6 damage on a weapon that has a weapon range of 2 to 6. That got a little bit lucky. So, as usual, we're gonna do, you know, whenever somebody gets that randomly assigned MVP award, we're gonna make some sort of photo for them.
Think the elders will like this one?
Just so that we have fancy pictures for each soldier then. Assuming everybody gets MVP at one point, but hey, if they don't get it, they don't get a picture. That's on them, not on me.
We stand with the elders. Trust in their wisdom, and we shall overcome this crisis.
Made most attacks, nobody. I guess nobody took a direct shot. Everything was either Overwatch, grenades, or flamethrower.
As long as there's even one Reaper left standing, you can bet they're still in the fight. Finger on the trigger.
Oh, let's start with the easy one. Our Juggernaut. With the low aim, we're gonna go into the flamethrower, and we definitely want to have Phosphorus Incinerator. I mean, Phosphorus is nice. No, we're still taking it. We're still taking it. Alright, our Reaper, since we have that high aim, we're not gonna go for Shadow Grenadier. We're gonna go for some sort of shooting, as I said, either with Death Dealer or with Banish. So we're gonna take Concentration. Now, our Pathfinder Hunter. Again, we have decent aim. I think using the grenades is gonna be a waste of our time and energy. I think I like having a little bit of a mobile sniper, so let's get squad side, let's get them good ground. And there's something to be said here. If we get Dead of Night at the end of a tree here, 100% crit chance against enemies that do not see you, and we pick up Rapid Fire in the XCOM roll, that's a lot of damage. Now, That being said, I'm not 100% sure if you can use rapid fire from spot side range. So we might, then again, we can move into range, hit fade to gain concealment, and then rapid fire. Alright, we got alloys, that is important for the early tech. We got a whole bunch of supplies, a data pad we can sell, body shield's also worth 10, I think. Side piece there is probably also gonna get sold. That's probably our first scientist already paid for here. Alright, let's see. Do we get a class that can get away with 57 aim? Demolitionist, Hunter, or Rook? Demolitionist is basically just a Grenadier or Rocket Launcher deer or any sort of other deer, but yeah, that's probably it. Hunter is more like a mobile sniper. Sniper rifle or with a sword. But still, no. And Rook is a shield-wielding unit that also has an assault rifle and can get fairly accurate with Overwatch. But I think 57 aim just tells me demo time. They start off with Demolition Blast, range attack against enemy small target area, heavy environmental damage. We reduce damage at lower tier. So just some point and click cover destruction. Nade, and we get Sapper and Improvised Frag Grenade. Sapper is more environmental damage with grenades, Improvised Frag Grenades, similar to what we have on the Pathfinder Hunter with Improvised Flashbangs, so we can just create a frag grenade out of thin air. It costs 2 actions, so we can't do it when we move. But this kind of solves our issue with running out of grenades on bigger missions. Reading the full tooltip though, it gives improvised frag grenades if we're equipped with a grenade launcher, or blast off and improvised rocket when equipped with a rocket launcher. So yeah, we could also have unlimited rockets depending on what we want. Now we have low aim, and the rocket launcher still requires aim to hit the rockets on target. So I think you're more likely going to be a grenadier. That being said, a lot of the perks here are kind of with both in mind. So you're still flexible. You can bring a grenade launcher or rocket launcher to any mission, and it works for both, right? Like this one, when you use improvised grenade or improvised rocket ability, you craft an additional grenade or rocket. Venom heats is universal for all explosive. Needle is universal for all explosives. Master Engineer, the improvised grenade refunds the actions used. So it kind of becomes a free action at that point already. So having that in Lance Corporal is kind of really a big deal. Salvo for even more grenades. Devastation for increased radius on grenades. The only downside here is that you have really not much going for you in the XCOM row for grenades or rockets or anything really. I mean, it hit, then it's guaranteed to hit and destroy the target's cover. Doesn't mention anything about cooldown here. We'll have to play around with this a little bit, but yeah, definitely going for grenades here. Loadout is what I want to click. You can even run with an SMG. I don't know if there's any restrictions in terms of weapons for the Demolition Blast. It doesn't mention anything about cooldown, it doesn't mention ammo use, it doesn't mention any weapon restrictions. This might just be a classic Grenadier play. You know, we'll give him ballistic SMG, run him around, throw grenades all day long. Most likely what's gonna happen here. Alright, let's look at Jason. Kinda low health, just above average aim, and just above average mobility. It's a lot of fun stuff we could do here. Huh. Assist Specialist Akimbo. Let me actually see here. I saw that you have 9 hack score, which... Ooh, Tito 13. So hack score is kind of weird in the random stat generation, because I think it's like between 0 and 20. You very rarely see somebody in the double digits. Like, having somebody with 13 hack is kind of an extreme outlier, I want to say. So even the 9 is not terrible. We could go for one of these. Get a little bit of hacking bonus. So Roboticist has a shotgun and has some gremlin abilities to damage enemies. Specialist, hey, it's our good old specialist, right? I think let's go for Robo. Because then with the shotgun we can take advantage of the slightly higher mobility. Now, one thing I need to point out here. So a lot of these classes have been recently reworked. The Roboticist hasn't. I just really, in the past, always liked this class, so that's why I'm including them in this campaign. Right, so they start with Slugshot, Combat Protocol, Haywire, Hacking. Alright, your usual kind of fanfare. So we can get fairly good with a shotgun. Running gun Master Sergeant is a long ways away. But shotgun finesse giving us extra mobility. And something like Fracture. Get really effective at shotgunning down mechs. Now what do we have down here? Stalker, 8 Protocol, Blinding Protocol, Formidable, Phalanx Protocol. Moves to every ally, granting them a defense bonus. Emergency Containment. Well, that's just sustain. Right-footed for another extra free mobility. So you can either go with a shotgun-oriented route, you can go work with mostly gremlin-related stuffs, you know, caustic, chaining jolts, maybe some airdrops to support your group, and you could also go completely stealthy as a support officer. We all know how much I like Trojan. We'll have to see. I kinda want to do shotgun to take advantage of the mobility and the aim. Because, you know, if we go just for gremlin skills and officer skills, that would be kind of wasted. That being said, having more people with airdrop would synergize fairly nice with our demolitionist. Although, okay, you're not bonding anytime soon, not with 3.7. Alright. Thankfully, that's a decision that future commander will have to make. Alright, as much as I would like to do a second mission here, but if we do that, then we get, you know, the promotions of the second mission and then scanning for days and setting up squads for the new missions we find and all of that. So we're gonna put a cut in here. And when we get back, our second squad is gonna go on that jailbreak, get us a new rebel, get us 2 new rookies, and hopefully get a bunch of promotions. Well, at least for the rookies. Alright, but that's gonna be in the next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.